लोक मानन्तिनी हेले मु एक राज्य मो ना ओडिशा बावळारे किछि लोक मते पश्चिम बंगाल मध्ये कहंती किछि ओडिशा और किछि जिज्ञासु प्रश्न करंती कहां पड़ता है। जम्मू कश्मीर आड़ को मुह करी मध्य प्रदेश पर ठिया हेले डाहण हाथ को 30 डिग्री तळु कले बंगोपसागर कूले कूले पाखापाखि 1.5 लाख स्क्वायर किलोमीटर ऊपर मो घर जमीबाड़ी हिसाब कले भारत रे मो रैंक 8 पश्चिम बंगाल 13 ना कंपैरिजन करिवार किछि आवश्यकता नाही हेले कहले गोटे खुशी आ बाप संपत्ति ना रे 30 टी जिल्ला 33 नदी 9 झरणा 15 प्रकार खनिज संपद 21 टी भाषा 74 उपभाषा 2,13,088 टी हस्तलिपि 4 धामर गोटाए 6 टी शास्त्रीय भाषार गोटे 38 भाग जंगल कूले रसगोला प्रचुर बात्या एवं भारतर एकमात्र म्यूजिकल साइंटिस्ट मो पाखे अत्र तत्र सर्वत्र सांग को कलिंग सैन्य को जोड़िले पाखापाखि 6 कोटी छुआ पिला मोर घरे 4.5 कोटी और बाहर 1.5 खंडे घर द्वार करी रहिलेनी तेणिक बाहर देखिले परिचय दियंतु कि न दियंतु। Hi, this is Subhendu Biswal, founder of StoryLab Creative Media. Thank you for having me on OTV Digital. I had always this idea to promote my language and culture. It's been 10 years in Delhi and always been identified as South Indian is what I had to live up with. Before I socialized myself with Odia community, I used to visit CR Park for the taste that is closest to my food, and sadly we don't have much of an option to. Why wouldn't they call Rasgulla as theirs? Because the only place you'd find Rasgulla is in some Bengali sweet chain. And I thought a lot. To be honest, it's not them, it's us who have failed to tell our stories. We never told the world our stories. We are not ever proud to be an Odia. We are not passionate enough to be us, to be different. So I thought, how can I change that? How can I create a brand of stories of greatness? I always believed films and entertainment are great tools to promote language and culture. Been there in having done few consulting projects in Bollywood also gave me a boost, and that's how I started this venture with a vision to promote Odia language and culture through films and entertainment. That's how StoryLab came into the picture. सेत्रे पुणी काली हाथ रे टूरिज्म टेकी दे मो पिला माने जेतोळे तांको अण ओडिया सांग माने संगे गोवा प्लान करंती मोर 15 रु अधिका समुद्र कूल तांको कोण गळा रे बीच प्लीज कहि सी अप करि थाए पाखापाखि 10 सैंक्चुरीज 10 हिल स्टेशंस 700 टेम्पल्स विथ एक्सक्विजिट आर्किटेक्चर 50 हस्तकला 27 नृत्यकला सांग को असंख्य स्वादिष्ट व्यंजन ता सांग को बरमुंडा बस स्टैंड एडवेंचर पार्क थाई मध्य मो पिला मानकु कॉलेज जाली राज्य चलाइबा को पडुची। अवश्य साउथ एशिया प्रथम चिनिकल निज बुकुरे तोली रखिथिबा आस्का 40 शेड्स ऑफ स्वीटनेस बांटी किछि पैसा निज पाखे रखिबारे समर्थ हेइछ। The challenge in creating humorous content is to blend sarcasm, language, culture, current affairs and simplicity in a single piece of content. Because when you watch English films, everyone doesn't understand it, but they read the subtitle and maybe they still watch it. It is funny that sometimes you find Odia people don't understand the Odia content of the Odia language. So the challenge is to blend it in a way where they would understand it in a way where they would relate it with the content. What happens sometimes, like we have divided the audience in 3 segments: the 80s, the 90s and the 2000s. Some of our content is, we cannot write a single content for all of them. For an example, Rachana or Sararartha, that's not for the 2000 audience because they wouldn't understand it, and for them Mamuni is there.
Can anybody please help me understand who does this pricing for the Odisha's hospitality properties? As if Mayfair wasn't overpriced enough for its 3-star facilities, we have now Eco Retreat for 25,000. I know, you're saying it's presidential villa, but look at the pictures, you would know. Say 25,000 you can stay at Taj Exotica or the Leela in Goa. And wait, have you seen the blankets? Say jo train re kombol guda mileni, stay guda ko thuai chiba sethi. Monish bhabithila nuwa barsare tike bulli chiba je henguta chiba.
Our vision is to promote language and culture through entertainment. So we are very particular about these Odia flavors in everything we do. For an example, Khoka Bhai is a pride of Odisha. So we thought the new age audience, the new generation should learn about his work. So we blended his songs in Mamuni episodes so that at some point of time this will be a subject of discussion. We also use idioms, phrases, proverbs to make it interesting for the audience. And if you notice, I mean, we are happy that the people are noticing it. If you see these days, there are many creators who are making contents, making videos, and using these Akshay Manti songs, Khoka Bhai songs, and other Odia songs in their videos. So we hope one day this new age audience the new generation would use Odia Dhaga in their communication, and that would be a great thing for us.
कविता पछरे कवि कल्पना कौन ताकू सरल भाषा उपमा डालमा मटन झोल दे बुझेबा सरल अर्थ कह जाए माने डालमा संगे मटन झोल दबाटा जरूरी नहले सुरत फेरंता टिके खराब भाबिबे सेमती भी डालमा संगे मटन झोल ओडिसा बासिकर बोल.
The process of scripting is a lengthy one, because you might have seen a few comments in our videos where they say release regularly, but it takes time. Sometimes the presentation style is the first step, and sometimes the subject is a founding stone, and after that we decide how to tell the story, to whom we should tell the story, and deciding the audience, we then blend sarcasm and cultural taste in it. But whatever we do, research is an integral part of it. We place it very high on priority.
On an average, देशर 60% मिनरल रिजर्व मो पाखरे सेतरे पुनी देशरे मु कोडे एक गरीब राज्य बोली चर्चा हुए एने मो पिला माने अडी चडी गडी पडी ताको साइकिल करि साइलेनी. वर्तमान समय जेंडर इक्वालिटी आईन हॉकी विश्वकप आयोजन सांग को पाखापाखि खेल रे 42 भरी सुना सेतरे पुनी कला वाणिज्य राजनीति साहित्य रे नानादी रत्नभरा सिंधु को जौतुक रे देला परे मध्य रामुकाका बड़ा पासा जी मो उपरे थ्रिलर दाव साधुचे. साहित्य प्रिय पिला माने मोर जदि केबे 19 टी जीआई प्रोडक्ट उपरे गणित कसी थांते तबे केबेठू रसगोला मो मिठा आ पड़ोसी मोहरे अठा लागि सारंताणी.
It depends on the character and sometimes the versatility of an actor. We see what kind of a character the actor is playing, or the script is all about, and sometimes we do experiments, and sometimes we keep with the normal tone which we have been following for a character in different episodes in the same story.
न देखिला ओ छफड़ा भली मोर ठिकणा आज साउथ किंबा किछि मूर्खंक माउथर द्वारस्थ. 1936 मसीह भाषा पे स्वतंत्र राज्य है सेई वर्ष सीता विवाह कला परे आज मो पिला माने विवाह शूटिंग रे एक्सपर्ट, किंतु निज परिचय निज स्वाभिमान रो परिचय को चलचित्र रे आंकिबा ताको पे एक काठिकर पाठ होई पड़िछि.
When it comes to criticism, we've been fortunate enough to accept once. Recently, one of our video was not received well by few, even though it was on the general context of the society, but they didn't like it. I mean, sometimes they like sometimes they don't. We also respect that, but when you question about whether it affects or not, it does, yeah. Because when they don't like something, they go to any length of imagination, and they get very creative while they criticize it. Some of them said we've been taking some funds from a party to do that video, and to be honest, if I go on discussing about our ROI, we could make another comic video entirely. So yeah, it does affect the moral and the enthusiasm of the team, because all we want is to promote our language and culture through our medium of entertainment, and we are working really hard for it. So when these sort of comments come, it affects. But anyway, we are learning from it, and as they say in Odia, sansar bhitere ghar karthile pathar padle 100. it's all idea. We are cool about it.
जो ध्रुवाणी परित्यज्य अध्रुवम निसेवते ध्रुवाणी तस्य नश्यन्ति अध्रुवम नष्टमेव च अर्थात निज काकरा छाड़ी परर उत्तपम रे जे निज परिचय खोजे ना पूरा ताकू मिठा दब ना सांबर परिचय रे चिठा दब दिने ना दिने दूर सहरे बात्या बाहरे मो चर्चा हब अवश्य किंतु जे पर्यंत आपना सुना भेंडी ना मुठिब मुंड ना सड़क हब गंडी देश रे मो अवस्था जहा राज्य रे मयूरभंज देवगढ़ सुंदरगढ़ बौद्ध कंधमाल भली बहु गुड़े जिलार अवस्था ठीक सेही भली वर्ल्ड एक्सप्लोर करने को चाहूवा कुनि कुनि पिला माने मोर जदि निज घर कहानी को चाहणी रांकी पारते तेबे अज्ञानी अमानिया नायिका को छाती फुले कहती परिचय मते मागना तुमको ठीक जणा मो ठिकाना।